From the Bowery to the courtrooms, from condoms to cemetery ducks, the Ramones' history has always been an odd and complex one. From 1974 to 1996, the Ramones reigned supreme in the world of punk rock. Like many bands, the Ramones saw many lineup changes over the years, growing tensions between band members, and still only reaching limited commercial success. The difference between those bands and them is that the Ramones managed to make a huge impact on the world of music, inspiring many generations after them. The Ramones played their final show at the Palace in Hollywood on August 6, 1996. Although that they had disbanded, the Ramones camp was not quite done with us just yet. We saw a release of a live album in 1997, an anthology in 1999, and the induction of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2002. Sadly, we lost frontman Joey Ramone a year prior to lymphoma, bassist Dee Dee Ramone to a heroin overdose just 3 months after the induction, guitarist Johnny Ramone to prostate cancer in 2004, and Tommy Ramone, the drummer, to bile duct cancer in 2014. With all of the original members now gone, it begs the question, what's going to happen to the legacy of this band? Where to from here? While all these men were the 4 original members of the Ramones, we simply cannot forget the other members who have contributed to the band's name and sound over the years. Drummers Marky and Richie Ramone, bassist CJ Ramone, and the very short-lived Elvis Ramone. While these men have carried out the Ramones' legacy in many ways by releasing their own autobiographies, having active social media accounts, and still touring the world to this day by playing Ramones classics to fans new and old. Marky Ramone certainly has been a busy boy over the years, with an extensive list of signature products with a likeness to the Ramones image. These include condoms, a denim jean collaboration with Tommy Hilfiger, drumsticks, pasta sauce, sunglasses, cookies, a signature beer, motorcycle bags, and even a food truck in New York City. In 2019, he took part in the panel for the docuseries titled Punk, in which he got into a heated debate with John Lydon from the Sex Pistols, which went viral. The whole thing is quite comical, and I suggest you check it out. I will leave a link in the description. After his passing in 2002, Dee Dee's wife Barbara took over his estate, where she has held art shows with paintings made by Dee Dee, released a Dee Dee Funko Pop vinyl, and in 2015 she teamed up with Fender Guitars to release a very limited edition, 1,000 only made run of a Dee Dee Ramone signature precision bass guitar. Along with the Johnny Ramone cenotaph, Dee Dee's gravesite at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery in LA brings fans from all over the world to come to pay their respects to the beloved musician. But fans aren't the only living things to visit Dee Dee's grave. I can't forget the Ramones ducks. Yes, you heard that right, the Ramones ducks. There is a group of 5 ducks appropriately named Johnny, Joey, Dee Dee, Tommy and Sheena. They have been trained to visit the site of Dee Dee during feeding time. They even made the national news, which I will leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. They even have their own active Instagram account with 5,600 followers. In 2023, Dee Dee's first wife Vera auctioned off close to 1,000 of his personal items, including his leather motorcycle jacket and his fake diamond-encrusted king necklace from his very short-lived rap career. By 2011, the Ramones had finally received a Lifetime Achievement Grammy Award. While all of this may look like happy times, it is not as smooth as it seems. Very much like the history, the Ramones' legacy has been a very bumpy road. I am of course addressing the very large punk rock elephant that's in the room, Johnny and Joey Ramone. It is very well known and documented that Johnny and Joey did not get on with each other. Firstly, being complete polar opposite people, touring non-stop side by side for 20 years, and a complex love triangle on top, there is bound to be some friction. Sadly, this is still the case almost 20 years after both parties have passed on. After the passing of both men, Joey's brother Mickey Lee and Johnny's wife Linda both inherited the rights of each estate. They also have a 50% interest in Ramones Productions Incorporated, the company which markets, license and produces memorabilia and music-related products bearing the group's name and likeness. Linda also serves as the company's co-president and director. While both camps have done an amazing job separately keeping the Ramones name alive by making merch available for fans, erecting street signs around New York City, auctioning off personal items, releasing autobiographies, and hosting annual events, whether that be the Johnny Ramone tribute held by Linda in LA or the Joey Ramone birthday bash held by Mickey in New York City. Unfortunately, things haven't been so pleasant for Mickey and Linda in the past, as the pair have been at each other in the courts over the Ramones' name and usage since 2014. An arbitration settlement was reached in 2019. In 2021, Netflix announced a biopic about Joey Ramone was in the works, with Pete Davidson set to play the late singer. Mickey Lee sold the publishing rights for Joey Ramone to Primary Wave Music, an investment company, Brookfield Asset Management, for $10 million in 2022. As of January 2024, the two parties are now back at it again in the courts regarding the biopic, with Linda suing Mickey Lee, claiming that he has covertly developed an unapproved and unauthorised Ramones-based biopic based on his one-sided recitation of the history of the Ramones. So what do you guys think? With fans opening legit museums in Germany, listening to tribute albums, hearing the clear influence through commercial radio today, and seeing the younger generation of bands forming across the globe, so I say, no, the Ramones' legacy is well and truly intact. It doesn't matter who is in charge of what, for the music clearly speaks for itself.